As we settle in to week 2 of our 4-week motorhome trip, we've reached the Highlands of Scotland.
In this episode, we travel 200 miles around Scotland. We're currently on our way to John O Groats, travelling up the A99.
Where we had just spectacular views of the Orkneys en route.
John O Groats is the end of the road if you travel northeast. I thought that John O Groats was surprisingly well laid out, neat and tidy. There's lovely art installations, plenty of gift shops and cafes, and a brewery and a distillery.
Parking was limited though, and we were very lucky to get a spot, and it cost £3.50 for a day.
After picking up a few gifts for friends and family, we ventured up to Dunnet Head, the most northern point of the British mainland.
Now the road to Dunnet Head car park is very, very long and narrow, but incredibly scenic. I dread to think what this road's like in the height of summer. There were very few passing places.
Nightmare. You don't make fast progress on twisty roads like this, but in most areas the visibility ahead was pretty good, which makes a big difference.
Much room to park here.
Dunnet Head is an RSPB nature reserve.
And if you're lucky, you might get to see puffins. Unfortunately, we weren't quite so lucky. So what's the update with the gas bottle?
I've had 2 updates actually. I've now got the one from the Caravan and Motorhome Club as well.
Okay.
The Gaslow guy, that's the people who manufactured the system, essentially says, no, it's not a safety issue, don't worry, it's all fine. It's probably a bit of debris stuck in the valve.
Yeah.
And you might even find in the next fill that clears it. Otherwise, you can drop by, you can send me some photos, and we can figure out what to do.
Oh, excellent.
Caravan Motorhome Club says, oh, gas, err on the side of caution. Get a mobile engineer to come to you straight away. So that's helpful. I thought CMC might say that.
Yes.
It's gas. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Call an expert.
So basically you've emailed a few people to find out their opinions, and that's what you've got.
That's what I've got, 2 different opinions, and the manufacturers say it's not a safety issue. You're fine.
Yeah.
So instead of having 2 bottles where the auto changeover head empties one and then changes over and empties the other one, instead we've got 2 bottles that are acting like one big bottle, basically.
Fabulous. Well, yeah. And what do you think of Dunnet Head?
It's wild and exposed and windy and cold.
Yeah.
But lovely landscape all around, and you can see across to the Orkneys.
Yeah, which is lovely. That's
across to Hoy.
Yeah, that's just out the window there.
And the other side of Hoy is Scarpa Flow, which military historians will know all about.
Yeah. And one day we will take the van to the Orkneys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they had causeways between most of the Orkney Islands, and they built them not as causeways but to stop German submarines sneaking in and sinking the British boats. And
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, that will be an interesting trip to plan for maybe next year.
Yeah.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, it looks like the biggest town over there is called Kirkwall.
Yeah.
But we'd also have to go and visit Twat.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's so cold out there. It is 24 in, 9 out, but the wind chill is a lot colder than that, I think.
Yeah.
So
this is the most northerly part of the mainland of the British Isles.
yes, yeah. So that's great. Been there, done that, as I say. So we're just going to have a cuppa to warm up because it is bitterly cold. Then we're going to go to Thurso and visit a museum and learn all about nuclear power. I'm going to be just fissioned and fusioned out.
So westward we went.
We parked in Thurso Lorry Park, which allows daytime parking for motorhomes, and it's free.
It's also well situated for visiting the town, and it's a short walk to the North Coast Visitor Centre.
The North Coast Visitor Centre is in the old town hall, and it has a variety of exhibitions. It's home to some incredible Pictish stones.
But you can also learn lots about nuclear power in the Dounret exhibition. I don't suppose it's for everyone, but Dounret has a special place in Britain's nuclear story. It was the country's pioneering centre for fast breeder reactor research. The museum isn't especially technical, so there's something for anyone vaguely interested.
And you can also pretend to be Homer Simpson.
God, you're a pro at this.
Thurso is a very pleasant town to visit, and I think we both agreed that we'd be happy to visit again.
And it has a great little whisky shop as well.
Where we bought vodka.
Yeah.
As the day was drawing fast to an end, we travelled further westwards towards Tounge.
And unexpectedly drove straight past Dounret. I wouldn't want to give you any spoilers, but they do still sweep the beach for radioactive material. And they do occasionally find some. If you're thinking of doing the NC500, even though we've only driven part of it on this trip, it's worth knowing that after 5 p.m, the road, for us at least, was pleasantly quiet.
On some stretches, the roads were wide and sweeping, with rugged but absolutely stunning scenery. And in some sections, the road surface is absolutely awful.
Riddled with potholes and hardly any passing places.
We could totally see how this would become very tedious in the height of summer. Well, this is our park up for the night. Oh, it's a bit in the shade there. But how utterly beautiful is that? It's 7 o'clock and I'm starving hungry. As always, after dinner we set out to explore our surroundings.
Oh, that gorse smells lovely again. He's made me climb this hill. The van is all the way down there. It's so steep. And there's more to climb. Oh dear. Right, excuse my huffing and puffing. I am absolutely shot to bits. Dave's way ahead. It's a path, but it's not a well-worn path. But it's beautiful. Sorry, it is beautiful.
Even though this footpath didn't really lead us anywhere, we couldn't have asked for a more beautiful or wild place to stay the night. We had the spot to ourselves overnight, and as I had to work in the morning...
Well, Dave's off for a 3-hour hike up that mountain. Whilst I have to start my day. Yep. I'm stuck in the van working, but it doesn't matter, because look at the view I've got from my desk. I am very lucky, I know that. I hope he has a nice walk. Sorry for the reflections.
I set off for a bit of a wander. I was hoping to reach one of the peaks that we could see from where we'd parked up, but on the way I came across a little bothy. I was curious as I'd heard about bothies but never actually been to one before. It's safe to say that they offer basic accommodation. Very basic.
Well, this has to be one of the best work from home places ever. It's absolutely beautiful. There's been about 3 cars pull in all morning, and that's about it. Beautiful. So we're on our way back south now, and we are going to stop at Loch Ness hopefully tonight, fingers crossed. This road is so quiet. It's a lorry coming by, just 2 lorries coming by, just as I'm about to say this road is really quiet. That's insane. There's been hardly any traffic at all. He's gone. Yeah, there's been hardly any traffic. There's been 2 vans pull in for like 2 minutes to take some photos, and 2 cars pull in the space of, what, 3 hours? And yeah, such a beautiful, beautiful location, and I can highly recommend it. How was your little walk today?
My little walk today was great, but it wasn't little really, to be honest. It's 2.5 miles as the crow flies to that peak over there, but I wasn't a crow and I wasn't flying. And it's more like 3 miles walking, but I reckon it was more like 5. And it's all boggy and muddy and gorse, overgrown with gorse, and yeah, it's quite challenging. So I got as far as the bothy and gave up.
Yeah.
I had a little look in the bothy, explore around the bothy, and I thought, oh, should we finish work in an hour and a half?
Yeah.
Head back so she can make my lunch for me.
Which I duly did. And also, we're off. We're not on. We've just left the NC 500 yesterday, and we obviously didn't do the whole route. But what did you make of the NC 500 part that we did?
On my little trip I did last week, I briefly explained where we were going, and somebody said to me, "Are you doing the NC 500?" And I said, "No." And then we found ourselves on it accidentally. And I mean, you know, I can see it's a great tourist attraction for Scotland to attract people, but they need to fix the roads.
Yeah.
And it was fine for us in May when it's quiet, but yeah, when it's busy in June, July, August, it must be an absolute nightmare on those single track bits. We encountered people who didn't understand how to use passing places. So I think in June, July, August, first of all, they should fix the roads because they're awful, some of them. But secondly, June, July, August, they should probably make the whole thing one way.
Yeah, exactly. Because that was just absolutely crazy. There were times when we were following vans that weren't pulling over to let the queues go past. And there were times when people weren't using the passing places correctly, and the roads were awful. So I'm quite glad to be off the NC 500. And there were also times when I felt like we were in a convoy with 6 motorhomes in front of us. Not all the time. Last night when we were driving here, later in the evening, the roads were pretty nice actually, clear, and there was hardly any traffic. But
it was sunny. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I do think that. Yeah, I'm glad to be off it now.
Yeah, I wonder how different it is in July when it's so busy. You know, I think this is a good time of the year.
Yeah, I think
we're not summer worshippers anyway, so
yeah,
it's a good time for us.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to head on our way shortly, and Loch Ness next.
Loch Ness, hey,
Nessie.
Leaving the lochside roads behind us, at times it felt as though we were truly alone in the Scottish wilderness, travelling for miles without seeing another vehicle.
Eventually we hit civilization. And we had a little rest break at Bonar Bridge.
You found a stone circle?
It was actually a really interesting installation on different types of rock.
It's a fossil tree.
A fossil tree?
It's a type of rock. It's called fossil tree.
Oh.
Or is it a fossilised tree? I don't think it's a fossilised tree. That's coal, is it?
I don't know.
Moynan. That one at the back. It's like granite, no?
After a short rest, eventually we joined the A9 South, travelling along one of my favourite roads alongside Loch Ness.
We travelled as far as Drumnadrochit for a convenient motorhome service point.
Because everyone needs to see a chemical toilet waste point, but there's waste, grey waste, which is only container, not drive over, and fresh water as well. We're at Drumnadrochit, or Drumnadrochit, Tourist Information Centre car park, and it's donation, so I'm just going to give the donation whilst Dave does the dirty business.
Dirty business done and donation paid, we travel further round Loch Ness to Fort Augustus. Fort Augustus sits at the end of the Caledonian Canal. There's a series of 5 lock gates on this stretch of the canal. Like so many structures in this region, these locks were designed by Thomas Telford.
A short walk along the canal takes you down to the southernmost shore of Loch Ness. And places like this are so good for my soul. They're so tranquil at this time of day.
It's a Loch Ness monster. Nicely done.
Fort Augustus is a really lovely place to visit.
To get some fish and chips and a beer.
The loch's quite busy this morning, and we have ducklings on the grass. Incredibly cute. Really quiet night's sleep. Really good. Bit expensive for a park up though. And we're being treated, well, I'm being treated to seeing a boat coming through the locks. That's kind of cool. And there's Dave over the other side going to chat to the lock master. I don't know if that's what they're called. Lean in a bit. So this has been a really lovely little stopover, and I've really slept really well last night, and I've really enjoyed staying here and watching the boats go up and down. And it was £15, which is a bit pricey, but I think it's worth it. You know, there's no facilities, there's no bins, there's nothing.
Yeah, having said that, there's pubs.
There's pubs, yeah, and a fish and chip shop and a Chinese takeaway. Now, if I'd known there was a Chinese takeaway.
And Loch Ness is within 2 minutes walking distance.
Yeah, a lovely little walk down to the shore of Loch Ness as well. So I'd highly recommend it. And
yeah, I think we'll be back.
yeah, I'd definitely come again, but it is first come, first served. Don't pay until you've got a space. Don't try and pre-book because that doesn't work. And if there's no space, then you'll have to try the Motorhome Air that's around the corner. It's a new one, so that's £15 a night as well. So that was our reserve anyway. But yeah, very lucky, and there's crowds of people watching the boats go through the locks at the minute.
If you do book before you arrive and you get here and find it's fully booked, they won't even refund the money you paid.
No, no, because you can't pre-book. It's first come, first served, and that's it. But yeah, really nice, and we're going to head off on our way. And we're going to have a bit of a relaxing day, I think, because Dave is planning to climb Ben Nevis tomorrow.
That is the plan. It is a bit weather dependent, but yes, it's the plan.
Yeah.
I don't think getting up will be a problem. It might be coming down that's the problem.
Yeah. We're both getting a bit old and cranky. Cranky? I don't know what I'm saying.
I'm getting old, you're getting cranky.
So we set off for Fort William.
And made a slight detour to visit Eas Chia Aig Waterfall. It was a little out of the way, but totally worth it.
There's a pool halfway up called the Witches' Pool, thought to be where they tried witches. Reminds me of the, was it Centre Parks with Mum where you went down the channels?
Yeah.
The lower section is called the Witch's Cauldron, and legend has it that a witch fell to her death here.
Alright, I've got some little steps to go down again. Oh. I don't make it easy for people with wobbly conditions. That sounds rude. Oh. Whoopsie daisy. I just tripped. I made it. This is magical. especially the bridge and the fallen wood trees. But that is just lovely.
So, you've decided not to do Ben Nevis tomorrow?
Have I?
The top 1,000 metres are covered in snow and ice.
I've walked in snow before.
For mountain, they're recommending crampons.
Yeah. Well, I could get some barbed wire and wrap it around my feet. That would be like crampons on it. As long as you stay away from the edge, you're fine. Might be a bit chilly though.
Anyway, he's not doing it. I value him too much. Sometimes I put my foot down and go, no, please don't, please don't.
You mean you don't want to have to drive the van home?
I could not do anything. I'll have to get a tow truck or something. Oh, Will. I'd get Will. Yeah.
It's a shame. That is a shame. I didn't think in the middle of May it would still be too icy up there.
Yeah, but
sometimes you've got to be sensible, haven't you?
yes. So instead we're going to Glencoe.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to go and find somewhere to stay at Glencoe. So, yeah, going to have a cup of tea, maybe go back to the waterfall again because it's beautiful there, and then be on our way. And we've got Scotch pie for dinner tonight.
Yeah. What's the waterfall called?
I'm talking Elvish because I don't know how to pronounce it.
We headed through Fort William and found a park up near Glencoe. Now this park up was absolutely rammed with vans overnight, and it had a constant stream of passers-by stopping off to take photographs.
There we go. That lovely sound.
So we're about to have the second backgammon tournament of the year. So are you going to start placing some bets about who's going to win this one?
Well, you're uphill again, so we can see what's going to happen.
We shall see.
Well, that's it for today. Next time we'll spend a few more days in Scotland before heading south.
Thank you for watching. Do hit that like button if you made it this far, and do subscribe if you'd like to catch up with us next time.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine.